Antony have ever won more in their officer than in person. I could do more to do Antony good, but 'twould offend him, and in his offense should my performance perish.
Where is he now?
He purposeth into Athens, whither, with what haste the weight we must convey with will permit. We shall appear before him. On there, pass along.
What? Are the brothers parted? Octavian? Antony?
They have dispatched with Pompey. He is gone. The other three is healing. Octavia weeps apart from Rome. Octavian is sad. And Lepidus, since Pompey's feast, as Manas says, is troubled with green sickness. So adieu, noble Agrippa.
Good fortune, worthy soldier, and farewell.
No further, sir.
You take from me a great part of myself. Use me well in it. Sister, prove such a wife as my thoughts make thee, and as my farthest band shall pass on thy approve. Most noble Antony, let not the peace of virtue, which is set betwixt us as the cement of our love, to keep it builded, be the ram to batter the fortress of it. For better might we have loved without this mean, if on both parts this be not cherished.
Make me not offended in your distrust. May the gods keep you, and let the hearts of Romans serve your ends. We will here part. Farewell.
Farewell. Farewell.
Where's the fellow?
Half a fear to come.
Bring him in.
You may enter.
Come hither.
Your Majesty, Herod or jury dare not look upon you, but when you are well pleased.
That Herod's head I'll have. But how, when my Antony is gone, through whom might I command it? Didst thou behold Octavia?
I, dread queen.
Where?
Madam, in Rome. I looked her in the face and saw her led between her brother and Mark Antony.
Is to hear her speak? Is she shrill-tongued or low?
Madam, I heard her speak. She is low-voiced.
He cannot like her long. Like her? Oh, Isis, 'tis impossible.
I think so. Dull of tongue, and I hear dwarfish. What majesty is in her gait?
She creeps. Her motion and her station are as one, a statue than a breather.
Three in Egypt cannot make better note.
I do perceive. There's nothing in her yet.
Excellent.
Guess at her years, I prithee.
Madam, she was a widow, and I do think she's 30.
Bearest thou her face in mind? Is it long or round?
Round, even to faultiness.
And her hair, what color?
Brown, madam.
There's gold for thee. I will implore thee back again. I find thee most fit for business. You may take your leave. From this report, Octavia is not worth getting upset over.
Nothing, madam.
Not only that, but your brother Octavian hath waged new wars against Pompey.
Oh, my good lord, believe not all, or we must believe stomach not all. A more unhappy lady. Is this division chance near stood between praying for both parts, the good God to me presently, when I shall pray. Oh, bless my lord and husband, and do that prayer by crying out as loud. Oh, bless my brother. Husband win brother, no midway twixt these extremes at all.
Gentle Octavia, As you requested, yourself shall go between Octavian and myself. Now, make your soonest haste, so your desires are yours.
My good lord, the Jove of power made me most weak, most weak. Your reconciler would be as if the world should cleave and slave men should sow their October.
There's strange news come, sir. Octavian and Lepidus have made wars upon Pompey.
This is old. What did this say?
Octavian, having made use of him in wars against Pompey, would not let Lepidus partake in the glory of the action,
They'll grind the one together. Where's Antony?
walking in the garden, and threats to throw to the officer who murdered Pompey.
A great navy's rigged and ready.
For Rome, and Octavian. My lord desires you presently.
Bring me to him.
Come, sir.
Contemning Rome, he has done all this and more. In Egypt, he is the manner of it. At the marketplace, on tribunal silvered, Cleopatra and Antony on chairs of gold were publicly enthroned, and at the feet sat Caesarion, whom they call my father, Julius Caesar's son. And all the unlawful children that they lust since then hath made sat between them. Unto her he gave the establishment of Egypt, made her of Lower Syria, Cyprus, Lydia, absolute queen.
This in the public eye?
In the common showplace, where they exercise.
Let Rome be thus informed.
The people know it, and have now received his accusations.
Who does he accuse?
Myself. And that I, having in Sicily Pompey conquered, had not raided him his part of the isle. Lastly, he frets that Lepidus the triumvirate should not be removed, and that I have detained all his revenue.
Sir, this should be answered.
'Tis done already, and the messenger gone. I have told him Lepidus was grown too cruel, and that he his high authority abused, and did deserve his death. For what I have conquered, I grant Antony part, but then, of his conquered kingdoms, I demand the like.
He'll never yield to that.
Hail Octavian and my lord.
Why have you stolen upon us thus? You come not like Caesar's sister. The wife of Antony should have an army for an usher, and the neighs of horses to tell of her approach.
My
Long ere
lord.
did she appear.
My lord Mark Antony, hearing you prepared for war, my grieved ear withal, I begged his pardon for return.
I have eyes upon him, and his affairs come to me on the wind. Where is he now?
My lord, in Athens.
No, my most wronged sister. Cleopatra hath nodded him to her. He hath given his empire up to a harlot.
I be most wretched, that my heart be parted betwixt two friends that do afflict each other.
Your letters did withhold our breaking forth, till we perceived both how you were wrong led, and we in negligent danger. Welcome to Rome.
Welcome, dear madam. Each
Welcome,
heart in
lady.
Rome does love and pity you. Only the adulterous Antony, most large in his abomination, turns you off.
Is it so, sir?
Most certain. Sister, welcome. Pray you, be ever known to patience, my dearest sister.
We should place the fleets here, here, and here.
Nay, here and here.
But
Dear Marvelous, I will be even with thee. Doubt it not.
but why?
Thou hast forspoke my being in these wars. Thou sayest not fit.
Well, is it?
It's not denounced against us. Why should we not be there in person?
Your presence needs must puzzle Antony. Take from his heart, take from his brain, from his time.
A good rebuke, Canidius, but we will be fighting with him by sea.
Your ships are not well manned, people engrossed by swift impress. In Octavian's fleet are those who have often gained Pompey fought. No disgrace shall fall you for refusing him at sea, being prepared for land.
No, we will fight with him by sea.
You therein throw away the absolute soldiership you have by land. Distract your armies with doth consist of war-marked footmen.
By sea.
I have 60 sails. Octavian none better.
Well then, from the head of Actium, beat the approaching Octavian. If we fail there, we can do it by land.
Octavian has taken Tournai.
Impossible!
O noble emperor, do not fight by sea. Let the Egyptians and Phoenicians go a-ducking. We have used to conquer standing on earth and fighting foot to foot.
I'll hear no more. By sea.
By Hercules, I think I'm right.
Strike not by land. Keep hold. Provoke not battle till we have done at sea. Do not exceed the prescript of this scroll. Our fortune lies upon the sky.
Set we our squadrons on yon side of the hill in eye of Octavian's battle. From there, we will behold the number of ships and proceed so accordingly.
All not. I can behold no longer. The Antoniad, the Egyptian flagship, with all their 60 ships, fly and turn the rudder. To see mine eyes are blasted.
The greater cantle of the world is lost. With very ignorance we've kissed away kingdoms and provinces.
How appears the fight?
On our side, like the token pestilence, where death is sure, drawn her bodgered nag of Egypt, like a cow in June, hoist sails and flies.
That I beheld. Mine eyes did sicken at the sight, can not endure further view.
She once beloved, the noble ruin of magic. Antony, like a dawning mallard, leaves the fight in height, flies after her.
Lack.
Our fortune on the sea is out of breath, and sinks almost lamentably. Oh, he has given example for our flight. To Octavian will I render my allegiance and my horse. 6 kings already show me the way of yielding.
I'll yet follow the wounded chance of Antony, though my reasons is against me.
Hark! The land bids me tread no more upon it. 'Tis a shame to bear me. My very hairs do mutiny, for the white reprove the brown for rashness, and they them for fear and doting.
Nay, gentle madam, to him, do comfort him. Do? Why, what else? Oh, Juno,
No.
See you here, sir?
Oh, fie!
madam,
Madam, O good empress, sir, sir!
Yes, my lord. Yes, he and Philippi kept his sword e'en like a dancer, while I struck the lean and wrinkled Cassius. And 'twas I that the mad Brutus ended. He alone dealt in the brave squares of war. No practice. Now,
The queen, my lord, the queen.
Come to him, madam. Speak to him. He is unqualified with very shame.
Well, then sustain him. Oh,
I've offended reputation. A most unnoble swerving.
Most noble sir, arise. The queen approaches.
Oh, whither hast thou led me, Egypt? Do you see how I convey shame out of thine eyes, looking back at what I left behind, stride in dishonor?
oh, Lord of Lords, forgive my fearful sails. I little thought you would have followed.
Egypt, thou knewest too well. My heart was to thy rudder tied by the strings. Thou shouldst tow me after.
Oh, my pardon.
Now I must to Octavian send my humble treaties. Oh, how much you were my conqueror, and my sword made weak by my affection.
Pardon, pardon.
Fall not a tear, I say. One of them rates all that is won and lost. Give me a kiss. Even this repays me.
Let him appear that come from Antony. Know you him?
'Tis his schoolmaster. An argument he has plucked, when hither he sends so poor opinion off his wing, which has superfluous kinks for messengers, not many moons gone by.
Approach and speak.
Such as I am, I come from Antony. I was of late as petty to his ends, as in the morn dew on the myrtle leaf to his grand seat.
Be it so. Declare thine office.
Lord of his fortunes, he salutes thee, and requires to live in Egypt, which not granted, he lessens his request. And thee sues to let him breathe between the heavens and earth. A private man in Athens, this for him. Next, Cleopatra does confess thy greatness, submits her to thy might, and of thee prates her children. The circle of Ptolemies for her heirs, no hazard to thy grace.
For Antony, I have no ears to his request. The queen of audience no desire shall fail, so she from Egypt drive her all disgraced friend, or take his life there. This if she perform, she shall not sue unheard. So to them both.
Fortune pursue thee.
From Antony win Cleopatra. Promise, and in her name, what she requires.
Caesar, I know.
Observe how Antony becomes his flaw, and what thou thinkst his very action speaks, in every power that moves.
Caesar, I shall.
What shall we do, Enobarbus?
Think he died.
Is Antony or we in fault for this?
Antony only, if thou makest will large to his reason.
Prithee, peace.
Is that his answer?
Aye, my lord.
The queen shall then have courtesy. If so, she will yield me up.
He says so.
We shall let her know it.
A messenger from Octavian.
Admit this messenger.
Mine honesty and I begin to swear. The loyalty well held to fools to think our faith mere holy.
Octavian Caesar's will.
Thou most renowned, Caesar entreats not to consider in what case thou standst, further than he is, Octavian.
Go on, right royal.
He knows that you embrace not Antony, as you did love, but as you feared him. The scars upon your honor, therefore he does pity, as constrained blemishes, not as deserved.
He is a god, and knows what is most right. Mine honor was not yielded, but conquered, merely.
To be sure that I will ask Antony.
Shall I say to Octavian what you will require of him? It would much please him that of his fortunes you should make a staff to lean upon. But it would warm his spirits to hear from me that you had left Antony,
and put yourself under Octavian's shroud, the universal landlord.
Say to the great Octavian this. In deputation, I kiss his conquering hand. Tell him I am prompt to lay my crown at his feet, and there to kneel. From his all-obeying breath, I hear the doom of Egypt.
'Tis your noblest course.
Favors by Jove that thunders!
He'll be whipped.
What art thou, fellow?
One that but performs the bidding of the fullest man, and the worthiest to a command obeyed.
Ah, you kite! Now, gods and devils, have you no ears? I am Antony yet!
My lord?
Take hence this jack and whip him!
It's better playing with the
No! I'm but a messenger! Please, Antony!
Moon and stars, whip him, fellows, till like a boy you see him cringe his face and whine aloud for mercy. Take him hence!
Good my lord, who has come to this?
To let one that will be familiar with my playfellow and say, God quit you! Oh, your hand, this kingly seal and pleasure of high hearts! Oh, that I were upon the hills of Bassan to outroar the horned herd! Is he whipped?
Soundly, my lord.
Cried he, and begged a pardon?
He did ask favor.
Get thee back to Octavian! Look, thou say he makes me angry, for he seems proud and disdainful, harping on what I am. Yes, he makes me very angry. Hence with thy stripes, be gone!
Have you done yet?
Octavian sits down in Alexandria, where I will oppose his fate. Our strength by land and navy hath knit again, threatening most sea-like. Where hast thou been, my heart? Dost thou hear, lady, that if I return once again from the field to kiss these lips, I will appear in blood?
That's my brave lord. Since my lord is Antony again, I will be Cleopatra.
Most nobly said.
Call all his noble captains to my lord.
Beautiful queen, there's sap in it yet. Ghost with me now.
Now he'll outstare the lightning. To be furious is to be frightened out of fear. And in that mood, the double pack the ostrich. When valor preys on reason, it needs the sword it fights with. I will seek some way to leave her.
He calls me boy and chides as he had power to beat me out of Egypt. My messenger he had whipped and dares me to personal combat. Octavian's Antony. Let the old ruffian know I have many other ways to die. Meantime, laugh at his job.
When one so great begins to rage, he's hunted, even to falling. Give him no breath, but now make boot of his distraction.
Let our commanders know that tomorrow should be the last of many battles with Antony. Within our army there are those that served Mark Antony but of late. Enough to fetch me. Oh, for Antony.
He will not fight single combat with me, no. Why should he not?
Seeks being 20 times a better fortune, 20 legions to 1.
Tomorrow, by sea and land, soldier, I will fight. Wilt thou fight well?
I'll strike and cry, take all.
Good. Now, call forth my household servants. Let's tonight be bounteous at our meal.
List, music by the air.
Under the earth, it sounds well, does it not?
No, 'tis the god Hercules, whom Antony loved, now leaves him.
Walk, let's see if other watchmen do hear what we do.
O love, if thou couldst see my worst today, and knewst the royal occupation, thou shouldst see a workman in it. Ah, good morrow to thee, sir. Thou looks like a one who knows the warlike charge.
1,000, sir. Early they'll be, and have on their riveted trim, and at the port expect you.
Fare thee well, dame. Whate'er becomes of me, this is a soldier's kiss. Follow me close. I'll lead thee to it. Adieu.
Please you, retire to your chamber. Leave me. He goes forth gallantly, that he and Octavian might determine this great war in a single fight. Then Antony, but now, well, on.
The gods make this a happy day to Antony.
Have you first fought this battle on land?
Stay might come sooner.
Hadst thou done so, the commanders that have revolted, and the soldier that has this morning have left thee, would still follow thy heels. Call for Enobarbus. He shall hear not from thee, or from Octavian's camp say, I am none of them.
He is not here.
Sir, he is with Octavian.
Go, Eros. Send his treasure after him. Write to him. Gentle adieus and greetings. Say that I wish he never had changed a master. Oh, how my fortunes have corrupted honest men.
Go forth, Agrippa, and begin the fight. Our will is Antony who took a line.
Octavian, I shall.
My lord.
My lord. My sword is yours. I am alone, the villain of the earth. Oh, Antony, how wouldst thou have paid my better service? When you sent me all this gold for leaving you, this blows the heart. I fight against thee? No. I'll seek some ditch where to die.
Retire. You engage yourselves too far. Octavian himself has word, and our oppression exceeds what we expected.
Oh, my brave emperor, if we had done so at first, we had driven them home with clouds above their heads.
They are beaten, sir, and our advantage serves for a fair victory.
Let us score their backs and snatch them up, as we take hairs behind our head. 'Tis sport to maul them.
I'll reward thee once for thy sprightly comfort, and tenfold for thy valor. Come thee on. We have beat them to their camp. Run one before, and let the queen know of our jest. And tomorrow, before the sun shall see us, we'll spill the blood that has today escaped. That will be all.
Lord of lords, O infinite virtue, comest thou smiling from the world's greatest snare, uncaught?
My nightingale, we have beat them to their bed. Though now Alexandria make a jolly march, let heaven and earth strike their sounds together, applauding our approach.
The night is shining, and they say we shall embattle by the second hour.
Aye, the more.
This last day was a shrewd one, too.
Oh, bear me witness, knight.
What man is this? Stand close and listen.
When men revolted shall upon record bear hateful memory. Cornelius did before thy face repent.
Enobarbus.
Peace, back further. Let us hear him, for the things he speaks may concern Octavian.
Poisonous damp of night to sponge upon me. That life, a very rebel to my will, may hang no longer on me, which, being dried with grief, shall break to powder, finish all foul thoughts. Forgive me in thine own particular, but let the world rank me in register. Master leaver, and a fugitive.
Go we to him.
Oh, Antony. Oh, Antony.
Awake, sir, awake, speak to us.
Hear you, sir.
The hand of death hath brought him. Let us bear him to the court of guard. He is unknown. Our hour is fully out.
The preparation is today by sea, for we please them not by land.
For both, my lord.
But this it is. Our foot upon the hills adjoining to the city will stay with us. Order for sea is given. They have put forth the haven where their appointment we may best discover and look on their endeavor.
To the bell, and hold the best advantage.
If they are not joined in the battle where yon pine does stand, I shall discover all. I'll bring thee word straight how 'tis like to go.
Antony is valiant and dejected, and by starts his fretted fortunes give him hope of what he has and has not.